Hi everybody, my name is Josh, and this is another in a series of videos of Shaper Quick Looks. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. For Waystone Games MOBA called Dawngate. This is the 5th beta weekend. I'm doing these just so everybody can kind of get a look at what I think is a really fun game. Fenmore is an attack power carry, and he does a lot of life steal, a lot of life drain. He has very good sustain, and he has a cousin named Fenless because his name is Fenmore. So it would be Fenless. I wish I were dead. So, I'm going to level him up to 6 so I can give you a good look at his spells and abilities. He's so difficult to kill. He's sort of like Volok in that he has just an absurd amount of sustain. So let me jump him up to 6 and I'll be right back. Okay, back in it with Fenmore. Let's get right down to it. So Fenmore's passive is he's a health shaper, so his resource is his health. He gains a specific amount of power, which I keep calling it attack power and attack damage. It's not. There's only one generic. It's not generic. There's one attack stat in this game. It's called power. So he gains right around half a point of power for every 1% of his health missing, and I believe that scales with his level. So let's go. His Q is called Soul Rend. It targets any enemy, shaper, or minion, and it does a direct damage to them, and it also creates a shard that gives you a damage shield, essentially, and a good damage shield at that. So Q has a pretty long cooldown. It's about 10 seconds, and you can see here, we'll just... And so you can see it absorb right into Fenmore. I'm going to run away from these guys so they don't kill me. You know, it's a hefty shield. It does absorb a lot of damage, and it stays on for a full 3 seconds, which is nothing to shake a stick at. So let me see if I can... So you can see there, that's the radius for the shard. I'm pointing to it like you can see me pointing. If you're not in that radius, you will not pick up the shard. So his W is called Unyielding March. It's very similar to a skill that Evelyn has. I believe it's also her W, I think. I could be wrong. Again, not great at this. So it's a cleanse of any stuns or roots or snares or what have you. It increases his movement speed for chasing and running away, and it gives him you know, X amount of increased power, and it looks like this. Woo! We can get the fuck out of here, and it lasts for a full let's see, 4 seconds. So you know, it's a 4 second steroid, it's a 4 second movement speed buff, and it's a cleanse, so not bad. I like to level that last. So my skill order before I forget on Fenmore is R, Q, E, W. I think there's probably an argument to be made for switching E and Q in that order, and I'm sure that someone will chime in and say, hey, fucko, you did this wrong. You're probably right. I probably did do it wrong. Feel free to correct me. You will not hurt my feelings. Anyway, so his E, I think, is really what makes him an interesting character. It's a skill shot. It's a wolf, a spirit wolf that runs out in a line, does damage forward and on the way back. And if you catch the wolf, it heals you for X% of the damage it did. It'll heal you for 10% of the damage it does to minions and creatures, and it'll heal you for 50% of the damage it does to enemy shapers. And it looks like this: out and in. And you can see on the ground there was a small sort of wolf paw icon. That's where the wolf is going to go. The wolf will not change direction. You can't bend it like you can bend Michaela's Q. It's going where it's going, and it's up to you to catch it. And let me just one more time so you can see right back here. Woo! I caught it, and heals me for, you know, X amount of damage. Now, his R, his ultimate, is called Ravenous Pack, and it's a pack of wolves in an area around him that they just sort of lunge out at random. I believe they target enemy shapers first, I think. It doesn't say, but I think that's what happens. And it's sort of like Kennon's ultimate, you know, that lightning storm that it has in an area that it sort of strikes things at random but targets enemy champions first. I think that's what this is like. So they do X amount of magic damage per target, and it looks like this.